Steve Kim, UCN Live with promoter Kathy Duva. Kathy, this was a surreal scene. We were supposed to start at 11. We did not get started till 12:30. Your cell phone was planted on your ear. I assume you were with the people at Roc Nation, your good friends. My question is very simple. For the fans out there that want to know, November 19th, will there be a fight between Andre Ward and Sergey Kovalev?
Well, there will be if Andre Ward wants to have a fight, but I can't promise you at this point what they want.
Now, wait a minute. That is not exactly the most promising statement. We were led to believe after the HBO broadcast and everything that led up to it that there was an agreement. We saw them in the ring together. You felt as though you had a deal. What came up, let's say, from Saturday night, and you fast forward 72 hours?
Well, it started last week when they let us know, after weeks of planning this press conference, that Andre Ward wouldn't come. Then it continued through Saturday afternoon when they informed us hours before we were supposed to announce that the fight's happening at the T-Mobile, that they didn't want to make that announcement. They promised us that we would make it today, that tickets on sale announcement would be made today. This morning, when I got up, I saw notes saying that, well, they were reneging on that promise. I'm trying to figure out why, and all I can think of is maybe they're trying to find some way to bully us into the Oracle. Maybe Andre's worried. I don't know.
When you look at the situation with the venue, you felt as though you had a deal. When does this become resolved? Because I know fans out there that have reached out to me, social media, they want to make plans. They have flights to catch. They have hotel rooms to book. What's the time frame on that decision?
Well, Dave Iskowitz, who worked for Roc Nation at the time, and I made a deal with the MGM in June. We have a deal. The on sale should have happened now. They are saying, well, we need signed contracts, blah, blah. I don't think I've ever done a fight where contracts with an arena were signed before we went on sale. But it seems that every day it's something. So I have to assume that either we'll resolve this or we won't. My fear is, of course, Bob Arum wants to do a fight in Las Vegas on November 5th, and he wants the November 19th date. And if we lose our venue on the 19th, my fear is that we'll lose this date. I hope it doesn't happen.
Kathy, as you began the streaming part of this event with Sergey Kovalev, you described working with Roc Nation as living hell. Give us some examples of that. Or did you just already do that the last couple of minutes?
Yeah, I did. Look, I know this isn't going to make it any easier to work with them, but frankly, I'm so frustrated right now. You work, we have great meetings, everything's going well, there's lots of really great, talented people there, everything is planned, and then it seems that this brinksmanship, hours before we have things planned, just keeps happening. So I have to assume that this is going to last for a while.
Kathy, is this just mere promotional gamesmanship, or, excuse my language, are they just being dicks?
I don't know. I can't. All I know is, look, I have to wonder why, when we had it all teed up, ready to put tickets on sale, ready for everything to just get rock and roll like this, that they just keep hesitating. So I have to wonder if perhaps Andre Ward is the root of this problem. I don't know.
Mm-hmm. I know, Kathy, you want to be optimistic as possible. I'm sure a lot of the fans do, and I still think the fight's going to happen. My question is this. At what point does it come, if there's not a signed contract and an agreement and a venue and tickets on sold and all those other ancillary issues, what is the deadline to say, hey, either we're going to do this or we're not?
I really can't give you a day, Steve. I really do hope we can work out our differences. As far as I'm concerned, we have an agreement with the MGM. We plan to live up to it. I can't, what Roc Nation decides to do, I think it's very telling if they do decide to pull out of the agreement that they made back in June, that perhaps there's more going on here than we know.
Kathy, I know a lot of people want to talk to you. My final question is this. As you're huddled out in the back here with various members of the network, HBO, and Sergey Kovalev and Igis Klimas, what is the mood of your fighter right now? What's going through his mind?
He wants to fight. I mean, frankly, if it was up to me this afternoon, after what I've been going through the last few days, I was ready to pull the plug.
Really?
But Sergey's not, and of course he isn't, and so I can't let that happen. Sergey wants this fight. This is the defining fight of his career, and I want it because I just can't wait to watch it.
Well, Kathy, with that said, after you're done with us, with the media, and by the way, she's still talking to the boxing media, will you be back on the phone with Roc Nation?
I'm going to have to be, I guess. My lawyer's in the middle of it now. Look, I've lived through times with Bob Arum and Don King back in the heyday of our sport, back when my husband ran things. We've made deals that were far more contentious than this. But there gets to a point, you're in a small business where everybody has to work together. And either you approach things in good faith or you don't. I have approached this in good faith up until today. Unfortunately, I can't say the same for the other side.
All right, Kathy, listen, I know it's a tough situation for you. Thank you for the time.
Thanks.
Steve Kim for UCN Live.